Tough decision because he is such a consummate pro and a nice young man, but he would still need another year in which to be groomed, and time we don't have. Ben Sankey came in. We knew that with his CFL experience and what he was able to do in one half, we knew Henry was at a point where he's going to be able to practice, and so we now have 3 quarterbacks. We didn't need 4, and so it was decided late yesterday that that was going to be a direction that we were going to go. So today we have 3 quarterbacks out on the field. We really do now. Henry is a fast healer, but it still doesn't mean that he gets to start. We are going to truly play it by ear, let him have some reps, make sure that he is prepared if he needs to be called upon, but we're going to let the week play itself out. And Ben Sankey can take the team from start to finish, but we like to think that Henry is going to take some reps, and we'll just see where he's at.
Monday, you sounded pretty dubious that Hank would be physically able to play this week. Are you a little surprised at the progress he's made, how fast he seems to be going?
Well, the real good news that occurred was the day of the game when the doctor did examine him. He felt that the biggest challenge might be his mental state of mind. Does he feel he's healthy enough to play? The doctor assured him that with the treatment that he was getting and what he has done, if he got put in exactly the same situation, got hit exactly the same way, it might come out again. But it's one of those things where it has to be a confidence factor in himself and what he can do. So first indications were that he didn't forget the offense. He was able to execute in practice, and we'll split time between the two and see what happens. He can be 1, 2, and or 3 come the game on Sunday.
Now, Henry didn't have much time at the moment in this. Would Hank normally start? If this is earlier in the season, would you be a little more cautious with Hank?
Possibly, and if it were a playoff game, we'd be a little more aggressive. So, you know, it's somewhere in between is where we want to be, because we got to be very careful. Because again, first we want to try to get ourselves into the playoffs first, and then be playing as well as we possibly can at playoff time, should we be able to get in, which is our intent. The time is now, though. We do have 4 games remaining, and having Ben here really gives us a security blanket. And so, again, you know, you can gamble on this one, and we're going to actually gamble very cautiously. And so we'll just see how it plays itself out.
The situation with Henry, so do you put him in as soon as possible, or do you put him in when you believe is the right time?
That's a $1 million question, because the right time could be now, or the right time could be in 1 week from now. I don't have that answer today. I hope in the course of the next couple of days, we will have a clearer understanding what we feel is going to be the best situation to go in. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers now will be preparing for 2 quarterbacks, Ben or Henry, or Barrett Neely, who's probably not an option. But there's a good possibility that we will have a choice come game time.
What does Sankey bring that Akili doesn't, or didn't?
Oh, it was real simple. He had the opportunity to deliver a ball, and really the game has slowed down for Ben. He has won CFL football games before. He has been here before, and I think that gives him definitely a huge leg up.
When will you determine who the number 1 quarterback will be for Sunday, Tom?
It might even become game time. It could come to a point where we decide just before the start of the game who gets to play. Now, the interesting thing is it doesn't matter who's number 1, because Ben could easily start the football game, take some pressure off who starts, and then Henry might be able to go in. But it really is too early to answer that question. It's going to be fun to see the next couple of days unfold and see how Henry does, and again how Ben does. Now, Ben is only going to get better, because what he was able to do his last outing was still on short notice and short. We gave him the whole playbook, but that's not fair for him to think he can execute with having been here less than 2 weeks.
Changes and formations and schemes and scheme-wise stuff.